boy. Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it don't work without you guys. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football guys. Wake up, guys. There you go. Man, some days you wake up, you make your coffee, and it's perfect. The last couple of days, the coffee has been just right. I mean, just right. Ooh, I love it. I love it. So here we are. It is Tuesday. Shout out to everybody who came in the live stream last night, even you Eagle trolls. EDP taught me how to deal with you trolls. Like he quoted me as saying, I'm a grown ass man. So yeah, that's right. I'm a grown ass man. I can take it. I can handle my business. In Philly 500, I can handle my business. But no, but all seriousness now, we kid because we love. All right, it's nothing personal in these attacks, at least not from this end. Eastside Harold, no, you're not dating my daughter. But it's really about having fun and helping to pass the time and get a little bit of knowledge and stuff. And so NFL teams today are beginning the process of opening up. They're not allowed to have more than 75 total people in facilities. They're going to have reduced staff. Players that are rehabbing will be able to come in and rehab. But other than that, then they're not, going there, provided their state is allowing these places to open up. So it's a beginning to try and get back to having a season. We know that golf had a charity event this weekend. NASCAR had, a race with out fans in the stands. German Soccer League had soccer, although one of the players tested for corona, and so he's in isolation and stuff, which brings up a couple of different problems that the NFL is going to have to deal with. They're going to be doing testing and things like that. The question is, if one or two players on your team test positive, does that mean the whole team is going to be quarantined? And does that mean you're going to have forfeited games? So there's a lot of stuff that's going to have to be worked through, but you can guarantee that the NFL, which has more money than a lot of countries do, will figure out a way. I was reading about the NFLPA and their doctors and stuff, excuse me, are actually looking at, looking at N95 mask material to be used in face shields. So they're trying to figure out how they can incorporate the face shields, your face guards, with masks that help keep from spreading the corona now, and also ways to keep them from being fogging up and stuff. So they're working on figuring out ways that they can make the game safe for the players on the field. Now, when it comes to the fans in the stands, that's going to be a different story, but we have to understand that we are going through something that has never happened before during modern sports era. I mean, we did have the other flu back in the early 1900s, but we weren't doing football and all these things where we're in close proximity. So we have to understand that we're going through something that we haven't had to before, so we're going to have to make adjustments on everything that we do, and sports are no different. So while I'm sitting here, we've got 117 days, 11 hours, 17 minutes until kickoff, allegedly at the Rams Stadium. And the good news there is California is beginning the process of allowing sports to open there. So that bodes well for us to, one, be able to go to Oxnard for training camp, and two, to have that opening game at the Rams Stadium. So one thing that hit me this morning, actually hit me late last night, was this clip that was on Bleacher Report. And this is a clip of some things that Dak Prescott has done. As so many of you guys that will say that, oh man, Andy Dalton, well, let's get Andy Dalton as our starter, or let's get Cam Newton, forget Dak, he wants too much money. You know what, let's make a trade for one of these young quarterbacks. Let's get anybody but Dak Prescott. I want you to take a good look at this clip. I really want you to take a good look at this clip, because what you actually have is somebody who is pretty special. Look at that. Look at that. If that isn't Tony Romo getting away from J.J. Watt, I don't know what is. I mean, this is a guy who, boom, he finds space in the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field. Look at this. Boom. Gets away from that. Boom. And still finds the open man. Come on, man. Come on. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Keeps it going and throws across his body. Come on, man. Give the guy. Come on. Look at that. Nothing there. I got to move. Look at that. Bam. Steps up into that pocket, gets away. Man draped on his leg, and still. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Come on, man. Those are some pretty amazing moves, okay? And keep in mind that was Jason Garrett in his unimaginative offense. That's a guy who can escape, who can take a hit, who can run if he has to, but he's looking to make a play down the field. He's a gunslinger without having all the interceptions. And it's time to start recognizing him as one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. This is a guy who's only been in the NFL for 4 years. A guy I know that a lot of you will forever say he's not a real quarterback because he wasn't a first rounder. Well, they miss on a lot of quarterbacks. They miss on a lot of players in the draft. But you've got to look at some of this stuff here. This stuff is special. And it's time for people to start relaxing and realizing that this is the guy. We've seen what happens without Tony Romo. And Tony Romo was another one of those guys who was an undrafted free agent, who ended up being a really, really good quarterback. And we have been spoiled for so long because very few of you remember the times where we just kept bringing in quarterback after quarterback, trying to get, the Quincy Carters, the Ryan Leafs, oh my God, the Clint Stoners, guys that are past their prime, from Randall Cunningham and Brad Johnson and Drew Bledsoe's. What we got right here is freaking amazing. And the fact that we've had 4 years of not having to pay a quarterback, 4 years, has enabled this team to get from being one of the teams that was always in salary cap hell to being one that was able to go out and sign all these players. Had you had Tony Romo finish his career, and please don't do it. I'm not throwing shade on Tony Romo, but Tony Romo's contract was $20-some million every year. If he had gone through that contract, and hypothetically, let's say he ended up signing another one because the time would have run out, we would have been spending $20+ million every year on a quarterback, which means a lot of these guys that we re-sign right now would not be on this team. We've been brainwashed by so many of these idiots out there, the Dan Orlovskis, that he's not a real quarterback, he's not a franchise, he's not doing this, he's not doing it. Well, you never did any of that. You stepped out of bounds, out of the end zone. You couldn't make these kind of plays. It's time to go ahead and get on board. And Jerry, it's time for you to get this thing done. So that way we can be focused with all of these great parts. We do not want to sabotage this season. You got a quarterback. You got playmakers galore. You got a good offensive line. You got a defense that should be improving. You got special teams that ain't got nowhere else to go but up. Let's get our quarterback happy. Let's get him ready to be doing this and not having to worry about if I run and get hit and get knocked the F out, that my financial future is ruined. Let's get this deal done, man. All right, I got a lot of work to do because you guys have been ordering a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I thought I was going to be caught up, but now I got to go get some more wood. A lot more wood. So I'm gonna go up here, get ready to roll, and I'll be in the workshop all day, taking care of business for you guys. So as always, friends, I want to thank everybody for being here last night on the live stream. It was lit, and thank everybody who's checked out the website. If you haven't, it's cowboyjoeboo.com. And if you're looking to get any of the new racks, because we got all different kinds and sizes and stuff like that, it's a lot easier to go through our site because I keep saying megabits. It's megabytes, okay, Derek? Megabytes, all right? You know I'm a name butcher, man. Megabytes took care of business for me for my site. So if you need a site built, you need some help with your computer and all that, they can help you and do consults over the phone because Lord knows, we know I don't know how to do shit when it comes to a computer, but they help me through it. All right, guys, I will see you soon.